And a very good evening to you. My name's Hercy. I'm one of the admins here on the MoneyByte team. I'm also known as Pete as well. You may call me either Pete or Hercy. It's not a problem at all. A warm welcome to you all on this Sunday evening, Sunday the 9th of May, 2021. Temperature here in the United Kingdom is a muggy 14 degrees at present. It's been a day of mixed sunshine. It's been a nice, relaxing Sunday. All our payments are underway. We've done about 2/3 of them so far. The rest will be on their way in the next couple of hours. So thank you for your continued support. Well, what's been happening in the crypto world this week? Well, it's been an exciting time. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin, shall we? Well, BTC over the week when we spoke last week was at $58,865. And since then, it's been up and down a bit, and we're about 3% down on where we were last week. So fairly stable, but mainly in the news this week has been the growth of Ethereum. Last week, we were at just under the 3,000 mark at 2,937. And since then, we have seen a 33% rise in Ethereum over the last week. Currently standing at $3,905 per Ethereum, an incredible rise. In terms of who are the top 5 cryptos at the moment, we've got Bitcoin, as always, out in the lead, followed by Ethereum. Then we've got the Binance Coin, BNB, followed by Doge and Ripple. Doge and Ripple in 4th and 5th place have been exchanging places quite dramatically over the last week. Their market caps are very, very similar at this point in time. That does bring me on nicely to Doge and what's been happening with Doge. There's been quite a few articles around that the young person it has become interested in crypto again, and whilst Ethereum and Bitcoin are seen as the grandfathers of crypto, the new boy on the block, Dogecoin, is having a revival, to say the least. As we know, it's all being plugged by major celebrities, and there were some recent articles about why Doge has grown and how will it continue to grow in the future. Analysts said that Doge needs 3 things for it to continue. Its market capitalization within crypto needs to grow, and that can obviously only come with price rise. More general adoption and use cases. Well, up until recently, people mainly use Doge for moving monies between exchanges. And what we'll be looking for, if you're looking for signals as to whether Doge is going to continue on this bull run, is whether there are more use cases, are more checkouts and service providers going to be willing to accept Dogecoin like they do with Ethereum and Bitcoin, and is it going to continue to receive even more endorsements from celebrities? The article goes on to say that the younger affluent individuals in their mid-20s to 40s are more open to Doge as they associate themselves with a revolution and connection thought to be from celebrities like Elon Musk, while the slightly older affluent group, the mid-40s onwards, are staying away or off the fence about Dogecoin, and they're staying with their Ethereum and Bitcoin. So there you have it. Will the endorsements, will the use cases, will the institutions start to consider Dogecoin as a leading coin or not? Only time will tell with that. The Doge price over the last week has been a fairly rocky ride, to say the least. It was at 40 cents last week when we spoke. During the week, it went up to 75 cents and is now down at 52 cents. So a bit of a roller coaster whilst it finds its feet. With that, I'd like to bring Jimmy to the mic to cover any other crypto news and articles he's come across in the week. Jimmy, are you there?
Yeah, well, good evening, Pete.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, I saw some articles about the crypto space, which were very interesting to talk about. The first one that I saw was an article about Goldman that will offer new Bitcoin derivatives to the Wall Street investors. The article was on Bloomberg, and when releasing this article on the 6th of May, immediately some more interest came into crypto space. You saw prices rise up a bit. After the article, a day later, it collapsed a bit and then it restored. But not long after that article, the news came out that the Citigroup, a banking giant, is going to launch a crypto trading and custody service, because they want to aim to meet the growing demand for crypto assets on their clients. That's also good news, but not long after that they said it would not happen anytime soon. But it will come, and that's good news for the global attraction for crypto coins. I was searching for news, mostly about China, because that was happening a lot with the government. Are they going to close? Are they going to shut down mining facilities, etc.? And then I found a story about Chaya mining. Chaya, the self-proclaimed green cryptocurrency, but they caused a massive hard drive storage shortage around the nation. I found the article on forecast.news. Although a very green, they proclaimed to be a green cryptocurrency, the facts are going otherwise, and now they make shortage of hardware around the country, so that's not very green. Then about I heard you talk about Elon Musk, and there was a SNL appearance of Elon Musk, and everyone thought Dogecoin will go to the roof, and the moon is the first stop, and then we will go higher. But it turned to be a bleak day for Doge holders, because after the SNL happened, the price collapsed, and it did not rocket into space as everyone expected. And that was yesterday evening that Musk appeared on SNL with a couple of much anticipated Dogecoin gags up his sleeve, but it didn't turn to be much good for Dogecoin. Elon Musk himself said in an article on Flipboard, I found an article that is placed on Forbes, where Elon Musk wants people to invest with caution, also in Dogecoin, and crypto in general. And that was 2 days ago, and since that interview with him on Forbes, you saw that the price reduced a bit, and it recovers now, but due to his trade with caution interview, it collapsed a bit. I think that was the news. So Elon Musk is covering the news a lot for crypto at the moment, Pete.
That's great. Thanks for those updates, Jimmy. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Trading is fairly brisk out there, but I'm pleased to report that MoneyByte is remaining stable during these turbulent times. Most of the week, well, for the last 2 weeks now, it's been around about the 100 sats mark. I've just posted a chart there on GraviX. You can see that volumes are very, very light on at the moment. And MoneyByte is all about stability. If you think MoneyByte is a trading coin, far from it. It's very, very tightly held, and it's hard to get any sort of quantity at this point in time. But You can see some small trades going on to the bid and then to the offer and back again, just for the purpose of a couple of hundred sats here and there. The majority of the money is still being made on the MoneyByte investment hedge platform. There was some very good payouts coming through this week. You know, we're talking $500, $600, $700 a week now being paid out to MoneyByte investors. Think of it as a dividend for holding MoneyByte. That's what it is. So we're looking for slow, steady growth on the price, but in the meantime, you can participate within the investment platform and get that passive growth, which is all very positive, to say the least, moving forward. If you ever want a quick reference and you frequent Discord on a frequent basis, always click on the channel right up at the top, the MoneyByte info bot, kindly designed by Paul, Crypto Miner. There you can see all the bids and the offers and the percentage change for the day. You can see all the prices on all our exchanges in one single place. Very handy tool to refer to when you're in a hurry. I want to know where the best price is to buy your MoneyByte and how much movement there has been there. Right, moving on. Jimmy, any MoneyByte news that you have for us from your end, please?
Not much. We are working on the announced merge with Moreira and Monk. As people know, we have both projects on our platform, and we are going to support the merge. So people who invested in those two coins do not have to worry, because we are going to take care of this merge. And the Doge trading pool went well this week, also due to the high rise and the difficulty to trade on it, but also because the coin is getting much more worth. The withdrawal fees from the exchanges are very high, so that's also a bit difficult. But there was some payout, not much. I thought it was 9 or 10 or 11 Dogecoins, not much, but on the other end, it's $6, $7 almost. So, and that was the small news I have about MoneyByte. We have some other news, but that's up to you later on.
Not a problem. Many thanks for that, Jimmy. That's great. Yeah, the hedge pools continue with popularity. Good to see lots of switches going on. People moving it around, using the leverage tool that we've spoke about over the last couple of weeks. People late on a Saturday afternoon or early evening are reviewing their portfolios and their holdings, looking at the leverage, looking at how the masternodes are performing, making strategic investment decisions. That is good practice, and yeah, it keeps me busy on a Saturday evening, so thank you very much for that. Talking of our hedge pools, I'd like to bring Carlos from our marketing team. Carlos, what are you going to be doing with MoneyByte on our podcasts over the next couple of weeks?
So first of all, good evening, everybody. But it's exciting, or I feel excited regarding it. So the Hedged Pool, like you were saying, Pete, great facility of the project. Really good for investors. Really good for accumulating new coins without the risk of losing your MoneyByte, which is obviously important to our investors. So every week I'm going to pick one coin, advertise it as much as possible to try and onboard the people and the developers and the followers of that particular coin, a coin that we already support in our platform, and try to, get to know them better. Talk about their project, talk about what they're about, where do they trading, the price movements, everything that might be interesting for that community and for our investors as well. So one coin a week, and we'll have a discussion on every podcast, and throughout the week we'll try to engage as much as possible on Twitter and other media platforms.
That's great idea. Thanks, Carlos. Many thanks for that.
Thank
you. Jimmy, are there any coins out there in the top 100 that have caught your eye this week?
Yeah, I had my eye on one that's called Syscoin. Syscoin had a mandatory update 4.2, and that what the main reason for the mandatory update was NFTs. I did a little bit investigation in NFTs. My English is not that good, but I think it's non-fungible. Do I say it good? Fungible?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not non-fungible tokens. I did a little bit of investigation in the non-fungible part, and it's really interesting. They created an own marketplace for the non-fungible tokens. They had an business agreement with Luxy.io. That will be a new NFT marketplace on which will drive on the Syscoin blockchain. NFT is hot today. It's really hot, and they proclaim to be the world's first NFT marketplace that is green, scalable, cheap, and fast. But the cheap and fast and scalable, that's really correct, because Syscoin coin is cheap and fast, really fast. Is it green? That's something you can argue about. But overall, the idea is very good, and the working together with Luxy.io and Syscoin, and the new update of Syscoin, the Syscoin 4.0, which make a future-proof payments and value transfer for NFT assets and token on the Syscoin platform. That's really big, and you saw it in the price, starting on $30 and ended on $80, and then collapsed after some. It rised on the news, and then on the announcement it dropped a bit, and now it's let me see. I thought it was around $50, but I don't know for sure. It's about $54. That is really good. It's a coin that's not actually in the top 100. It's on the 205 at the moment, but it was in the top 100. It dropped a bit, but this is a coin that I ran into. I investigated a bit, and really keep your eye on it. They have masternodes, 100,000 coins for a masternode, and a masternode will cost around $50,000. That's too much for the moment for us to accumulate on a platform, but wouldn't that be awesome to have? But for all those people who want some investing advice, we do not give financial advice, of course, but this is something to keep your eye on, investigate, do your own research, but maybe start here.
That's great. Many thanks for that, Jimmy. So that's Syscoin. The ticker is SYS, currently with a market cap of $333 million. So check it out. Look at the charts. Make your own decisions and do your own research on that. Many thanks for that, Jimmy. Thanks for that insight. It's important that we all keep our eyes open for opportunities, and as Jimmy talks there about development on Syscoin, the MoneyByte project continues to develop, and we're putting the final touches now to what's known as our collateral loan scheme for MoneyByte. I'll talk more about this next week, but the general principle of this is that you may well have masternodes or partial masternodes that you would like to hold but don't want to sell, because they could be big one day, and you want to hold them going. But that is tying up valuable capital. So what can we do? Well, you can loan those to the MoneyByte investment platform. We will come back to you then with an offer as to how many MoneyBytes we consider that it would be worth for that node. And against that value, what we put on them, you will then be able to use that quantity of coins within the MoneyByte hedged platform, and hedged platform only, to then invest on the platform to provide you with that passive income that you weren't receiving from the other masternode, until such time as you decide that I would like my collateral back, which is fine. We return the collateral back to yourself, and the coins are removed from the hedge platform. What will this achieve? Well, it will increase greater investment returns for all the investors that are on the pools already. For the investor that is loaning the collateral, it utilizes an asset to produce a passive income, but still ultimately those coins will be returned upon request. And from the MoneyByte project team, it creates the more liquidity within the investment pools. So please give that some thought. I'll talk more about it next week, but it is a very exciting development coming to MoneyByte. So please keep your eyes open for the announcements posted in our normal media channels. Obviously, with the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum rising, mining is becoming very profitable. We heard about Jimmy talk about the Chai coin, which uses SSDs in order to mine rather than graphics cards. But I know of an individual within the team here who is a mining expert and has quite a rig himself. So, Paul, I'd like to, are you around? Are you able to brief us in what's happening in the mining world at the moment?
How you guys all doing? Basically, I've been working on building a room because of the heat problem that the mining rigs put out. So that's what I've been kind of focused on this past week. I can post a few pictures and let's see here. Let me find one. Here's one showing the actual temperature of the room, 73 Fahrenheit, which is equal to about 20 some Celsius, something around there. I'm not exactly sure. Let me look it up real quick. Here's the 22. So if my mining cards are running between 75 and 80, I believe that is way too hot for the cards, so I need to bring the room temperature down. So I decided to build a nice little mining room down in my basement, and you can see by this picture, it's all closed off, and I put vents in there, and now that keeps all the heat in that one area for mining. I then basically ported all the hot air out. There's a pic of all the rigs running. And I'm looking for the pic that I might have of the porting of it. Oh, right here. So this picture. As you can see, in the middle of the mining rigs, I have a mobile air conditioning unit, which helps also cool down the room. I find that you hash more mega hashes when the room is cool versus it being hot. Before I put all this in, the room temperature was between 89 and 92. So I drastically have reduced it, which actually has created more hash for me to the point where it's more profitable. Here's the actual ports going outside. You can see I vented everything. So there's how that works. And basically I control everything with a program called Awesome Miner. It does everything for me, basically. It'll switch from Ethereum to Aeon coin to dynamic to whatever's the most profitable coin. And then I can make a decision whether I want to keep the coin and make bags or put them on the exchange and sell them if they're really high. Good instance is Bitcoin Gold. That was like 13 bucks. It went to 150 and I sold probably about 80% of my position. Ethereum Classic is another one that had gone from like $13 to 175, I think, and I only sold 7 of them, but I have a lot more. And it's crazy right now with how the mining is so profitable. Actually, I helped somebody build a rig. It cost them a pretty penny, about $24,000 for a 6-card rig. But he's netting about $600 a week. So in about 8 to 9 months, unless Ethereum keeps going up, it'll take him about 8 to 9 months to recoup that. But if Ethereum goes from almost 4,000 now to 6,000 or 8,000, he'll cut that time down in half. Mining is like unbelievable, and people can mine for MoneyByte and then invest it on the platform. As an instance, Trump coin. Everybody should know about Trump coin. It's on our platform. Paid out 555 coins this week. Well, what's that significant? Well, I sold some Trump coin this week at 300 sats. You take 300 sats times 555 coins, that's $100. There's the chart. You can see it's been tagging 300 all through the whole entire week. People are missing out on our hedge platform. There is so much people can make by buying MoneyByte, mining MoneyByte, masternodes, rewards, staking, and putting it on the platform, and then getting other coins that can actually make you more. And in this case, when I sold the Trump coin, I bought MoneyByte with it and then put more MoneyByte on another coin on our platform. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't on Monk, but I am now. And that's where MoneyByte is so versatile. You can just keep making more and more and more. I don't understand why there's not more people taking advantage of our platform. It really works. People can make money with it, and you can do whatever you want with the money that you make. You can buy more mining rigs. You can start mining. You don't have to buy a $24,000 rig like this guy did. You can start small. Buy a used RX 580 or a 1066 gig or something like that. Get started mining. It's very simple to do, and if anybody ever needs help with it, I'm more than happy to help them. I've helped many people out already on our Discord and other channels on getting started with mining. You can CPU mine. It's simple. Mine LuxCoin or XMR, Monroe. You can just bank it. Like when it comes to LuxCoin, I'm banking it. I don't sell any of it. I know that coin used to be like $50 a coin. I don't think we'll see 50 again, but you may see 5 over the next 3 to 4 years. And if you have 10,000 coins at $5, that's 50 grand. You got to start somewhere. And MoneyByte is a great opportunity. We even have a LuxCoin masternode running where you can invest MoneyByte and get LuxCoin. Right now, that's trading around 21 cents, by the way. Hercy, did I miss anything?
No, that's yeah. Thanks for that insight, Paul, on to how to make money, how to utilize it with MoneyByte, and how to build up a crypto portfolio in the most efficient way, especially if you've got the advantages of solar power or any form of natural power. I'm sure you're going to be quids in there, aren't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, the guy that I built the mining rig for, his rig is burning probably about, I think he said 1.8 kilowatts per hour.
Yep.
But he has no electric costs because his whole house is solar.
Oh,
so
great.
His only cost was his rig, the cost of building the rig. And now he actually contacted me yesterday and is thinking about starting to build a 12-card rig. Because when you build a bigger rig, you're able to cut down your cost. He built a 6-card rig, and That's it. That's all we can do because there's only 6 slots. Yes, we can do the M.2s and add 2 more cards to it, which we're doing. But I told them for the future, if you're going to want to build a mining farm, basically a mini one, it doesn't have to be like a big warehouse, buy a 12-card motherboard or a PCI slot motherboard with 12 slots. And as time goes on and you get good buys, you know, the what are they, 3090 Founder Editions is what he's using. And we got them hashing at 122 mega hash per card.
That's good going.
That's over 735 mega hash on Ethereum, one rig. It's
impressive
huge.
Numbers. Impressive.
Yeah, it took about a week to get everything all tweaked and running, but now he's hooked and he wants to build another one. And I said, go with the BioStar BTC 12 slot motherboard. You only have to buy one processor, one set of RAM, you know, one board, and you can just keep adding cards as you get good prices. Yeah. Right now, those cards are going for, well, he paid anywhere between $2,800 and $3,200 each. They're now going for about $4,000. Wow. And that's all because the Ethereum price keeps going up, and as it keeps going up, so does the GPU pricing.
Yep. Well, it's the economies of scale. If you do that, and you can slot more cards onto the existing boards. It takes me back to my time back in 2018 when another meme coin called Garlic came on the scene. Likewise, people seem to have now remembered that. It's still a mineable coin, and that has dramatically increased in price as well. So mining is definitely becoming the flavor of the month again. And whilst these high crypto prices exist, long may the mining continue. And don't forget, you can mine MoneyByte via the Hercy mining pool. Right, what else have I finally got? Well, I'd like to thank you for joining in. Please try to pick up a little bit of MoneyByte on the exchange so you can increase your percentages out there. There is no vast amount of MoneyByte available, but just gradually pick it up over time. If you want Mon in any sort of volume, unfortunately, you'd have to go to somewhere like iHost, where there's approximately 75,000 for sale there, but it will cost you a pretty penny to pick it up. But don't forget to check out the Mon info bot for where you can pick up some cheap Mon on a regular basis. You've got to consider if the platform isn't for you, you can always stake, or you can build up towards your masternode. The return on a masternode is approximately 10% at the moment. Our prices are stable. Our node count is stable. If you look at the figures, it drifts up by 1 or 2 nodes a month, not major. Currently running on 78 master nodes, and our market cap is constant as well. So everything is looking bright and rosy for MoneyByte. Right. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Look forward to speaking to you all again next week. Please reach out to the team if you've got any questions at any time. There's always somebody around. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch up with you next week.